So right here, good people, we have some loaded fries. Yes, they are plant-based. And I'm gonna show you how to put this here together. But the thing about the loaded fries is pretty cool. You can kind of put whatever you want on it. A lot of these things are pretty homemade. So let's see what we do. So of course you need some potatoes. I got some red skin potatoes, chopped them up and soaked them. And I wanted to put some mushrooms on my fries, so I got some baby bellas. I marinated them with some pumpkin oil of oregano, as well as some salt and pepper. And then I put a little allspice and some cloves on it. Then we're gonna chop up the vegetables, of course. Love my red onions, green bell pepper. And cool thing is you can cook things like burdock root, ginger root, and they will enhance the flavor of your dish. Of course, while still giving you some of those nutrients. Just something to realize and remember, when you do cook things, you do reduce the nutrient and mineral content because fire alters the molecular structure of the food. But here's where we're gonna start with the cheese sauce, and we have those cut up vegetables. I like to get them in the pot first. Let them sweat out a little bit. Add some wakame flakes, as well as some nutritional yeast. Totally up to you. This is some umami seasoning, as well as some basil. I'm sorry, dill weed, and then some black pepper, and of course a little salt flavor. And also, of course, we want this to be as close to cheese as possible. So I'm going to put some mustard seeds in here, or some ground mustard powder. And then I'm going to add a little walnut milk. Now, you can use whatever plant-based milk you would like, but I'm going to use walnut milk for this one. That's what I had in my refrigerator. That's what I'm going to use. This is going to give you that creamy consistency. And after this cooks down for a little bit, then we are going to transform this by blending it all down. And this one starts to get cool. So here's the beginning of the cheese sauce. Now I wanted to stay like this for our loaded fries. And then we have some kale. I want to put some habanero in it, make it a little spicy. And now for the fries. You can bake the fries too. Just cover them in a little oil, put them in the oven. Now this is a type of like cheese sauce that I make, mainly from vegetables and stuff like that. You see how I kind of let it sit for about 10 minutes. So when I put this in the refrigerator, it'll get nice and thick. And you can actually, like, if you're able to put it, and actually if you leave it in the refrigerator for a nice amount of time, and if you're able to put it in something where you kind of slice it, you can treat it like sliced cheese. Now, in order to make it more like cheese, I would suggest you probably put more onion powder in it. Definitely something like horseradish or something like that. If you like that that pungent flavor, it'll bring out that cheese-like flavor or whatever. But you get the consistency from the cheese seeds and the flax seeds, especially the flax seeds. Flax seeds make a world of difference when it comes to textures and cooking and things like that. So use it up. And then from here, we're just gonna assemble. Of course, the fries are at the bottom. Now, this is some plant-based ground beef that I made from walnuts. I love this stuff. That's how I had the walnut milk. Wanted a little tomato sauce on it. Probably should put a little more. And of course the kale with the habanero. Be generous. And this is a truffle hot sauce that I found a while ago. And here is the cheese sauce. Put it where you want, but yeah, I want to put it smack dab in the middle. And then of course some plant-based mozzarella shreds. And then sesame seeds just to finish it off. And we're gonna take this to the broiler so that we can get that cheese on top to melt a little bit, as well as warming up, the ground beef. And this is it in its finished glory. So once you finish, of course, take a bite, see if you like it. If you don't, then you know what you gotta alter for next time. But let me know if this recipe worked well for you, either in the comments. And keep enjoying this plant-based journey.